Hi, this is Cindy Rowe, your host for the Kindness Advantage, where in 10 minutes or less, I will share ways you can implement kindness into your business, organization, and your personal life. Today's topic is the power of the small. What do I mean by that, right? I am talking about those small acts of kindness that actually make a big impact. Now, when I speak, I ask this question: by a show of hands, who has been a recipient of a random act of kindness? And I usually get between 50 to 60% of the crowd that raises their hand. And I know all of us have received an act of kindness. But in our mind, we think of a random act of kindness as this big gesture. Maybe because we've seen it on social media where somebody gives you $500 because you asked them about their coat or something silly like that. But I'm talking about the small ones that happen on a daily basis all around you. You know, paying a genuine compliment, asking somebody how they're doing, smiling and opening up the door for somebody, greeting somebody with a warm hello, letting somebody cut in front of you at the grocery store or even on the line in the line on the highway. Like, those are small acts of kindness, and they actually have a very, very big impact. We just often underestimate them. So these small acts of kindness can brighten somebody's day. They are proven to foster uh, positive connections. And most of all, they create a ripple effect. You've heard the phrase, kindness is contagious, but it's actually been proven. And I've shared this before on another podcast episode that one act of kindness has the potential to reach 125 people in just one day. That was a study done by Harvard and Yale. So typically, and they found by another research uh, that when you receive an act of kindness, you are more likely to do another random act of kindness. And typically, it happens to another person, not to the person that did the act of kindness to you. Does this make sense to you? Does this get you really excited? Well, it does me. I just like to know that our small things that the small things make such a big impact. Think about it. If you were given a kind compliment, a genuine compliment, you feel warm and fuzzy and you feel seen. And it doesn't even have to be about your looks or anything. It could just simply be somebody noticing your hard work and effort. And it changes your outlook for the day. So I have some tips. So tip number one, pay attention to the little things. Offer to help a coworker carry their heavy bag in, or grab them a coffee on a very busy day. Um, it's always a nice surprise when somebody brings you a cup of coffee, or even text you, "Hey, I'm at Starbucks. What do you want?" You know, and even if they don't want anything, it's the thought that counts, right? Tip number two, recognize and acknowledge achievements. We all like to be seen. We all like to our hard work being recognized. So maybe send them an email highlighting, a coworker's success. Hint, this does not mean you need to be their leader or their manager. This could just be your coworker being a rock star and you letting everybody know about it, right? Or maybe if you are a team leader, you celebrate the team's success with a small treat. Or Like, I just recently did one of my friends, completed her master's program and a doctorate, and I sent her a card, and I titled it Dr. Jill. And then I sent her a sweet note, like how proud I was that she balanced not only working full time, but basically being a single mom. Um, her daughter's father isn't too helpful, and also she has a part time job performing in a band. So she's very busy, and she managed to complete this program. And it was a passion project for her, but she did it. And so I was just so proud of her. And I just said, I have zero desire to go back to school to get a doctorate, to get a master's, anything like that. Um, and I envy her for wanting to do it and then going after and getting it. So um, and she was so thrilled that I thought of her and sent her a card. But yeah, it was just a friend. And who doesn't like to get happy mail? That's what I call it, cards, because we don't send cards anymore, I swear. But it makes everybody's day when you do. And my last tip is to express gratitude regularly. Thanking your team members, thanking your friends for their hard work, express your appreciation to your clients um, or your customers, and simply just saying thank you to someone who has helped you out. It's really simple. It's that simple. Recognizing and expressing gratitude. So, finally, as we wrap up today's session, kindness doesn't require grand gestures. Small acts, when done consistently, they can actually create a positive and supportive environment. And in the workplace, it can boost morale and foster stronger relationships. So think about it today. Spread kindness with a smile, a helping hand, or a heartfelt thank you. You never know how much of a difference you will make. And I want to tell you this, there's another study that I stumbled across that found that when you do a random act of kindness, you actually get more out of it than the recipient. So things can change for you too, just by doing an act of kindness. I hope you found this of value. Please share, comment, or maybe even subscribe to my channel so you don't miss another episode. I thank you very much for listening. And remember, together, we create waves of change through kindness. We'll talk to you next week.